members of Havalina were raised in the 1980s in Southern California during America's Reagan years. It was a diverse time for music and a relatively peaceful time for American culture. At different points and places throughout the decade, the members of the band found their way to their respective instruments and coincidentally found themselves listening to anything but the mainstream music of the day. With musical tastes crossing cultures and genres and living in the same town, it was only a matter of time before they would find one another, and in 1992 named themselves after the last song on the Pixies album entitled Bossa Nova. This is a story of success and failure and the bridges you must cross in order to play rock and roll.
$15 in my dirty old shirt. This time around, it doesn't mean that much to me. Atmosphere then rises, and atmosphere surprises. The earth spins another day.
By 1994, Havalina had recorded their first self-titled album for fledgling label Tooth and Nail, and headed out on the road to promote their quirky brand of experimental music. In the years that followed, they toured twice a year, seized 2 engines, lost a lot of money, recorded another album in '95 called Diamond and the Fish, and soaked up the American road experience like a sponge. In 1997, Havalina recorded Russian Lullabies, which was released on their own label, Jackson Rubio. It was the first of 2 concept records and was inspired by Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment and Wignall's travels in Eastern Europe. Next, they released America, a road trip around America with music defining geographical locations. At the end of 1999, the band went through its biggest change as Laurie and drummer Jeff Surrey left the band to attend grad school and were replaced by organist David Most and guitarist Starry Dynamo. In the summer of 2000, Havalina hit the road with their new lineup. They'd always been a 6-piece, but this summer they would suffer one more loss, that of percussionist Mark Cole, who one day went fishing and never returned.
My name is David J. Most, and the instrument I play in Havalina would be the Farfisa organ. And also my instrument of choice, the hurdy-gurdy. It's a French instrument by descent.
Mi nombre es Eric Nieto. Yo vengo de Ecuador. Ahí es donde mi tierra, ahí es donde yo nací. Y me ha ido muy bien aquí, ¿no? En los Estados Unidos, como dicen, ¿no? Y me gusta mucho y en verdad, eso es lo único que en verdad tengo que decir acerca de mí.
My name is Matt Wignall. I play guitar and sing for Havalina. We're sitting here in my studio because that's where, whenever you do band documentaries, people are usually sitting in their studio, so I figured it'd be kind of apropos, whatever that means. We've got lots of inspirational elements here around the studio. Tacky Land, of course, the Hawaiian Surfer. Got my Clint Eastwood right next to Johnny Cash, Bob Dylan, circa Nashville skyline, and Frank Sinatra, Tom Waits' legs and feet, and that skateboard guy that doesn't have any legs.
I'm Starry Dynamo. I play for Havalina. Play guitar and I sing. And I do some cello.
Hey, you want it to be louder than everything else.
And my first guitar was this cheap Telecaster. I've since graduated to a Sunburst 1999 Telly. It's very nice.
Hello, my name is Orlando Greenhill. I've been playing in Havalina since '93, since I graduated. I play the stand-up and electric bass. think about being in Havalina, you better be preparing yourself for the eclecticism.
I don't know, things are going pretty good on the tour. Last couple of shows have been a little bit weird. I don't know. I mean, the bottom line is it's like we do have quite a bit of debt, and we're not even like in the ballpark of like, you know, getting out of it. I was real depressed about it for a while, but I mean, I'm pretty good now. But I got this stuff. It's I mean, it's kind of funny. I'm not going to deny the humor in it. But when I saw A Christmas Story when I was a kid, I was like, I need to have that. So so really it works out pretty good for like, you know, racing go-karts and stuff like that, which I'm gonna do in a second. Played Albuquerque last night with our boy Nolan. What's up, Nolan? So as you can see, we're leaving Albuquerque and we've decided to take Route 666 up to Utah because we're going to Boise, Idaho. So it should be a pretty nice drive. It's kind of, we're going to listen to some like Black Sabbath or something. I think that's good music to look.
What's going on? What? We're just having like. I mean, we all had bananas last night, and I don't
eat
think
bananas,
it's
so
necessary.
don't look at me.
Somebody
Pues
probably.
mira, es lo único
You
que...
eat bananas the most.
Cállate.
Did you leave this in the bathroom? It's just so frustrating to be, you know, in a hotel room. It's, you know, we're kind of like a vacation out with the guys, and it just, soon enough, it just turns into like the crap heap. Okay, what's going on, you guys? I mean, just because you have to be away from your mommies for like a whole, you know, month, doesn't mean you have to leave all the crap right by the door. And you know what? Come look at the.
That is kind of nasty.
Look at
Don't
the
we have a
bathroom.
garbage can?
You know, there's just junk everywhere. There's smells. There's, you know, towels in the bathroom, and there's just it's everywhere.
I don't know why they don't put it in the
There are
trash.
flies. There are flies in here because there's so much crap on the
all
floor.
night.
Fue David.
See all this?
Fue David.
What the heck happened to that towel?
Okay, there's like, I don't know what's on that towel.
David. Yo solo sé que fue David
Don't
ayer.
even go near me. Don't even. All my junk is right here. So don't
Everywhere.
say anything to me.
Just don't hassle me, okay?
Crap and trash.
Hey, Mercedes.
All I know is that,
Just-
like, okay, I wasn't sleeping right there. There's a banana peel under that bed. I was on the floor. I have to sleep in that.
It's like I can't
Marcos
live.
con
I
It's
can't
in my
live this
interest to
way.
keep the floor clean
Yo no sé, eso sí sé.
because my. Let me finish. Because my head is on the floor.
But who
and so I
bought
have to-
the bananas?
You know, I just at that point I had just gotten really, you know, fed up with that. I mean, these guys are grown They're grown men, and they need to know that it's just not appropriate at this age. And they think they could leave their homes and, you know, it's all free for all, whatever. And it's, you know, I'm not going to put up with that.
We did a benefit concert for ourselves to raise money for an air conditioner. So we cooked dinner for all these people, did a concert, raised a bunch of money. So these are the fruits of our labor right here. First time in 2 years having an air conditioner. Our first one broke when we were in Louisiana in the middle of July, right before we had to go to Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida for 2 weeks. But son of a bitch, what's the matter?
I'm sure the AC's on, man.
The AC's on. Hear it coming out?
I don't feel anything getting colder though. It
that
feels
sound?
pretty warm to me.
That better not. No.
It's now just blowing hot air back here, man.
I'm rolling the windows down again.
You should pull over and check it. You know, like just take a look at the compressor.
Just don't talk to me for a little while.
Do you think we should pull over and check?
That
you
thing.
think we should pull over
just
and check
get
it?
that the hell out. Just seriously.
Probably not good because Matt gets a little out of control with.
What just happened?
I don't know. What's going on?
What do you think's going on? It's broken just like everything else.
Oh man. Is that what that messed up sound was? So yeah, we were having some. I think you should just leave him alone for a little bit, cause
You don't need to video me like having an episode.
well, I just thought that maybe, you know, like
Maybe you should just turn it off.
okay, well, I'll put it away. Well, I was just thinking that
the air conditioner froze up. It's not funny because like it's not your money. Like I'm the one that screwed.
hey, I did Pasta Luna.
Turn it off.
Hey.
Turn it off. No, it's 6 o'clock at night. It's 103 degrees. We love Oklahoma.
La botella. Quiero tomar. Gracias.
The reason Havalina's walking right now is because our van, it overheats all the time. But that's not because the air conditioner broke, the brand new one. It was because it just overheats anyway. Just because there's a lot of us, and it didn't used to overheat, but I think Dave's organ is so heavy that it makes the car overheat. And the hurdy-gurdy, a lot of extra weight.
I beg to differ on that. I think you need to show the hurdy-gurdy a little respect.
I can't believe how bad these guys suck at washing the window. The women of France love the music of the hurdy-gurdy and Havalina.
The hurdy-gurdy has been used by every estate of France, the clergy, the itinerant poverty-stricken masses, the aristocracy. During Louis XIV's time, it achieved a brief but strong presence among the court.
Mamiya 7. I've got a yellow filter because I'm using black and white film. I'm going to take some pictures of these airplanes right here. I guess technically I'm working right now, although I don't think most adults think I'm working. They think I'm playing around.
I started playing guitar when I was 8 because I saw the movie La Bamba. I really was moved by the story. And I took lessons and I cried at my first lesson because I couldn't do it. So I quit, and then I picked it up again when I was 13, and just because I wanted to be a rock star, and that worked out a little bit better. I started playing cello when I was the same age, 8. And my dad made me play. I didn't have any choice or anything, so I hated it at first, and I just stayed with it, and now it's like part of me. And it's helped with my guitar playing because it really gives me a better understanding of music, I guess.
This is a piece of crotch grain walnut, and as you can see, it's mirrored on the back. I don't know if you can quite see that, but it's English walnut. This is tiger maple that goes around here, or spalted maple. And these pieces I got from a drafting table that was disassembled and my dad found. And this is a tree that I took from a medieval manuscript, and I adapted it to be able to be a woodcut on here. This is a piece of spruce, and I thought about putting a spruce soundboard in it since, like a guitar. Although I didn't know at that time that hurdy-gurdy construction is usually based on all hardwoods. At least many makers do it that way because the sound is so great that you want the notes to disappear. And rather than sustained. These are all maple, and everything else is maple. This is a plywood wheel. It's Baltic birch. Usually people do banded wheels, and people even do plexiglass sometimes so the humidity does not affect it, but there's many opinions surrounding that.
La batería me gusta mucho, o sea, me gustaba mucho tocar el violín, demasiado, ¿no? Pero la batería como que me siento bien tocando la batería y me gusta mucho, you know? La música latina siempre ha sido como para mí algo bien bonito, ¿no? Y lo uso mucho en Havalina y me procuro en usar esos ritmos latinos, ritmos que Havalina normalmente no hubiera usado en música americana. Muchas cosas que he aprendido en Ecuador y también con músicos que me han enseñado, ¿no? Como ritmos con que te mueves. David,
Aquí.
la maraca, oye. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Y los ritmos que te hacen mover la cintura. Y eso que me gusta poner en la música con Havalina, ¿no?
I mean, anything that would full on touch crass, you know, it's totally sick. You know, flies are just nasty. There's different flies, like the horse fly. Oh, you could actually see the grossness on that thing, man. It's so sick. That sucker's eyes are so big. Ew. And like their feelers and everything. Like how I mean, just thinking about it. How on earth, you know, oh man, they like regurgitate before they eat. I actually seen a picture, remember that picture I was telling you about? Of the fly before and after. He had a crystallized sugar, and then they showed the after picture where full on like the fly like had a drop of sugar and he was sucking it back up. It was sick. I'm like, oh man. And then like, I remember once, it was like in 1984. We came home, me and my mom went shopping, and I'd never heard of like, I mean, this is one of my first experiences in actually making me really hate flies, and I didn't like them before. You know, I didn't like them before, so it was like a build-up intensity. We came back and we had our dinner ready to thaw out, and I don't know what happened, like there was like a rip in the hole of the meat. Man, flies blew eggs all over that meat. It was sick. I was like, every time they come around me, I rub my nose. I mean, because they make me want to itch, man. It's just so gross.
In the solar system, Pluto lies so cold and distant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planets from the sun. Right about here in the solar system, lie you and I, so cold and distant. I guess you could say we're not having any fun.
Check it out. I used
Oh, no way.
I used this thing for the vocals and then just like plugged it directly into the preamp and it's
That's
like,
tight.
the old headset trick.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
like
and
that.
then I kind of switch it back and
That's
forth.
bad.
Dave, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about? What's that?
It's dirty.
Well, it's friggin' what, 10 o'clock in the morning? Well, when Dave gets excited about something, especially the hurdy-gurdy, it really becomes kind of an obsession, and I have to say, it gets a little weird, it gets uncomfortable for the rest of us, because he's like constantly you know, oh, my hurdy-gurdy this, my hurdy-gurdy that. Everywhere we go to shows, it's like we're trying to promote the band, and he's promoting his hurdy-gurdy. Well, it's like some friggin' Scott in the bathroom playing bagpipes.
Well, I'm sorry you have a problem with it.
He's not the only one that has a problem with it.
It was disturbing because it wasn't the first time that he was up at, you know, God knows what hour of the morning playing that thing. And it's really inconsiderate to the rest of us because I think for us, we want to sleep, we want to do whatever else we're doing, and everything has to always become hurdy-gurdy centric with him.
Like I built it.
Well, what are you doing in front of the mirror?
Well, I don't know. I wanted to like see the action on it, and it just happened to be where I was, so I didn't want to disturb everybody over here. I didn't want to get in the bed area.
It just started.
Why is like Mercedes videotaping this?
I don't know.
What?
It's just starting to get weird, dude.
Just freaking J. Edgar Hoover and a witch hunt or something? What the heck is going on?
I don't know, dude. I just wish there was like a couple moments of time, like just minutes, where everybody would be freaking like normal for a little bit, you know? Because because why a normal band, you know, like people that play.
Well, when you have like a passion,
I think there's just a point where I think you have to stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about other people. In Mexico.
And it's, you know what else, Matt, is it's also coming through those other returns.
Yeah.
That don't sound as good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The two guitars and the organ are coming through
the wacky returns.
Yeah. Havalina Rail Company. I've been a fan for a number of years. Been looking forward to this day. But I'm spent. I've had enough. I'm going home.
Robert Diebel, what do you think of Havalina?
They're cool.
Get me Prada on the line right now. I swear I don't have any time for this. I am so busy. Okay. Paul says Havalina is really cool, and do they need more money?
Oh, Havalina? They're the best band ever.
$9.25. I'm sorry, what did you first hear Havalina? When did I first hear them?
Yeah.
God, maybe 3 years ago.
How do they draw? Like, do they bring in a lot of people?
How many people they draw?
Yeah.
They don't get anybody. I don't, you know, if they got 10, they got to draw. I don't know what to tell you on that. I put them in my little club and they got 5. So, I don't know how to improve it. I don't know what to do.
Why do you keep having them back? Why do you keep booking them?
Matt calls me every day, calls me at home. He's got my cell phone number. I can't get rid of this kid. I don't know what to do. I feel so bad. I mean, no other club will book him, so what am I supposed to do? The guy's got to play. You know, it's all about the music.
Right. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Are you recording this right now? Havalina sucks, dude. I didn't even come to hear them. The band I came already played.
They've been around too long, like us. When they quit, we'll quit.
I think they're cool when they're not playing.
Well, I mean, it just depends. If you want to go in that more like, really refined.
That part should sound refined.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I'm sorry.
I know, I agree, because I'm kind of pushing things to be pretty refined anyway. Alright, so just do it straight. We'll just punch that one part. Go. Remember the rule.
Okay. Oops, my bad.
Hold on. Hey,
sorry, man.
If these things collide, a black hole will survive. And if you'd like to go
right there, I hate that.
What?
I don't like it.
What?
It sounds like I'm dying, dude. I could do that a lot better.
And if you'd like to go and if you'd like to go and if you'd like to go I would. And if you'd like to go
that was cool. I felt that. What else do we have to do?
Nothing for you.
Oh.
We just have to rock.
If I told you I love you, would tomorrow be another day? And would you still be near me come tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow can take my life away. And nothing lasts forever. And nothing can make you cry. And your love is but a shadow that someday will go by. I think I'm losing you. I think it might be true. And this is how the world goes by. I think I'm losing you. I think it might be true. And this is my spinning time.
We're working on a new record right now. We've been working on it for like 2 years, so I don't think anybody cares when we say it anymore. But we're actually almost done with it. It's called Space, Love, and Bullfighting. And eventually it'll be done. sooner than later. By Thanksgiving, it'll be done on our end, and then it enters into the machine and stuff. And you may notice that our very good-looking organ player is not with us tonight. Throughout their tour, Havalina had their share of arguments, but Dave could not let go of the damage that had been done to him and his hurdy-gurdy. The band had to understand, as they eventually would, that to take on an artist is to embrace his art. I feel bad about what happened with Dave earlier. You know, I'm sorry to everybody in the crowd. It's, we got in a lame fight, and we don't usually fight in the band and stuff, and, Dave, you know what? The hurdy-gurdy's all good, dude. Get up here. Get up here and play it. Seriously. Seriously, Dave. Play the hurdy-gurdy, Dave.
I love you all.
I'm trying a new thing. I'm just not going to leave. In the spring of 2001, Havalina recorded an EP entitled A Bullfighter's Guide to Space and Love. It contained work and live versions of some of the material which will be on their upcoming release, Space, Love, and Bullfighting. Recently, they re-signed to Tooth and Nail Records, and their full-length is due for release September 2002. Havalina is currently getting along well and can be seen creating their musical mayhem from coast to coast all year round. You just want us to keep rocking until one of us has a heart attack?
How come you like airplanes so much?
Because I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Yeah.
Mercedes, why don't you like airplanes so much?
They're big and they're metal and they're manly. It's fun.
What kind of museum would you prefer? Dogs?
Wax museum.
A wax? Well, there was a bunch of wax men in there.
You know he loves it.
Cookies in the bathroom.
So nasty. And you know where they were? Do you know where they were?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
They were by the toilet.
That's why there's all the flies in the room. Ask one of those guys.
I just want you guys all to know that I can't handle this. I can't live like this. Okay?
Well,
you can't be like this. How could you be like this?
Are you asking us to make sacrifices?
Let's go outside. Okay, do you want to have
Dude! Seriously, Dave, what did I do? Has anybody ever heard the proportion thing song before? Well, thank you for that. Is there anybody who doesn't know who we are and wishes I would shut up? Thank you for that. Because I'm a really good fighter.
I'm Starry Dynamo. I play guitar and I sing in Havalina. My favorite color is red, and I like cats.
We actually did our last 2 records here, and we're going to be doing our forthcoming record here also. It's a very expensive studio.
Man, I play the stand-up and upright bass. Stupid.
You can just do the whole thing over again.
I just messed up.
It's alright, just start again. And got the camera rolling. And in retrospect, let me get lost on the way. Hey, Steve, shooting more scenes for the Havalina movie. Dude, sorry, I'm flaky calling you back, dude. I've been painting. I start at 9 and I get done at 7 o'clock at night.
banana breathing down your back, don't you?
Yeah, and it's me. I'm the man. That's what's so depressing about it.
Fourth. Have you been to that restaurant? It's pretty cool. I'm trying to get us to play there. I gave them a CD. I wonder why.
I know, we should play
For a while,
that.
they didn't have
That
like
place is pretty
an all. They kind of.
Mateo.
No. Nah.
No smoke, please. Not down with the smoke.
Hey, do it without messing up. Hey, Eddie! ¿Qué pasó? Hey, Orlando.
What?
Did you see it? Did you see any ticks back there in the car?
I hope not.
Cause I seen like 3 of them inside the were like up in my area, and I don't know who was like walking around in the bushes last night.
I mean, like when you were vacuuming, or?
Well, no, after I was vacuuming.
Oh, because I saw like.
Did you check yourself?
Vacuuming, I picked them up.
Man, you know what? I don't know, dude. There better not be any ticks in here. What the?
I'm sorry!
It's okay.
Ah! Oh! I mean, no! I can't correct that.
Oh, Dave, you look good when you puff your chest out like that. Very manly.
Am I gonna see a red thing when it? Oh, it's on right now. Okay, let me try again.
All right.
I broke like 5 strings.
You broke a string, bro?
Yeah. That's where Orlando sleeps. This is where Eric sleeps. This is where Mark and Dave sleep.
Hey, that's not fictional either, man.
And I sleep on the ground right here.
We're not
And
setting this
Mercedes
junk
sleeps
up
in
either.
that seat right there because it reclines all the way.
It's like I'm burning, baby. I'm burning.
Wir haben Mittel und Wege, sie zum Sprechen zu bringen.
I remember, wearing bare feet, it's summertime, and I was, getting off the rack, and I just stepped in this huge mass of tomatoes. I had tomato all over my feet, and there's, thank goodness there was a bag of pretzels on the floor, or else, the tomato would have gotten all over the carpet.
How does it sound? Do you think it sounds?
Bring it.
This is the geocentric center of our van, is this sign. And it's especially needed underneath the bed, I think.
So you don't have to tell me twice, and you don't have to tell me even once. Thank you.
We're gonna be getting it in Japanese so Orlando can have no excuse.
Because Orlando likes the Japanese girls.
That's not funny. I like all kinds of girls.
Whoa!
Why did you have to put that on tape? Keep that.
Este lugar me recuerda mucho a Ecuador, a mi tierra, y la gente ha sido muy buena conmigo.